Autumn Fishing Bait Nesting Guide, 3 core questions answered. Fishing can be tricky after autumn, especially when your baiting methods aren't aligned with fish activity. After autumn, fish behavior changes, so if you continue nesting as you did in summer, you might end up with empty nets. Here's how to properly set up bait nests for a successful wild fishing experience after autumn. 1. What kind of bait is best for nesting? After autumn, temperature differences cause fish to feed less actively. They need to build up protein and fat for the winter, which means you need to switch up your bait. Fishy Granular Bait. Use bait that's high in insect protein and has a strong fishy smell. This type of bait will attract fish more effectively during the colder months. Fermented corn. Mix this with the granular bait. The large particles and strong fragrance help retain fish in the nest and encourage them to stay longer. 2. How much bait should you use? The amount of bait depends on your target fish and how long after nesting you plan to fish. Immediate fishing, e.g., crucian carp. If you're fishing right after setting the nest, a small handful of granular bait is enough. Carp and crucian carp. Add another handful of fermented corn for a better chance of attracting both types of fish. Fishing after 2 hours. Double the amount of bait if you're planning to fish a few hours after nesting. Overnight nests. For a nest set overnight, use a small amount of granular bait, about 2 handfuls, and 500 to 1000 grams of fermented corn. This ensures some bait will be left by morning, so you can fish during the early morning feeding window. 3. Is concentrated nesting better than spread nesting? While spread nesting can reduce fish's vigilance and make them bite quicker, concentrated nesting can have benefits depending on when you plan to fish. Immediate fishing. If you plan to fish right after nesting, spreading the bait out helps fish enter and feed faster, as it reduces their wariness. Fishing after a few hours. If you're fishing after a few hours or overnight, concentrated nesting works better. Spread nesting can lead to fish finishing the bait before you start fishing, leaving you with nothing to catch. Adjusting to the interval. If you're fishing hours after nesting or overnight, use half the amount of bait you'd use for spread nesting and concentrate it. This helps extend the baiting effect and saves you from running out of bait too soon. Summary. As autumn brings cooler temperatures and bigger temperature fluctuations, it's important to adjust your baiting methods based on fish activity and the time between nesting and fishing. By following the right baiting strategy, choosing the right bait, adjusting the amount, and considering your fishing intervals, you can ensure a successful wild fishing experience. About the author. I'm a passionate fishing blogger, dedicated to sharing tips and tricks for wild fishing. Follow me for more expert advice and updates on fishing techniques.